Hi! How are you doing? I do not have the brain power to go back to Skyrim and see what I was doing last time. So we are playing some House Flipper. Sorry, today. Because I kind of want to give some updates. The first one is that I will probably be going back to the Skyrim Let's Play soon-ish. And the other one is that I have actually started a second channel, which I invite you to visit. You can find it in the description of this video or on the side of my channel here, wherever really, because I have started to make a vlog. There are no guarantees that will work or there will be any good to come of it, but I am making an attempt. The vlog will be mostly about writing, well, my attempts at writing. Don't worry, it's not going to be like tutorials on how to write this or that. I sure as hell am not going to be doing that for a while. Clean not available yet. I can't even clean my chair. Fine, let's clean some stuff up. You know, I have a mess in my apartment, but it's just so much easier to clean things up in games. I would actually want to get to this amazing house here that's so dirty. My mom did it because I bought this game for her, so she was the one to clean it, and maybe I will get to clean it as well. So we will be able to clean now. We gotta dispose of some trash. We can set the chair up. That's nice. I really, this game is so relaxing. Like seriously, if you ever just need to relax, House Flipper is the thing to go for. I am like, it's not yet in full force, but I am having a little bit of a Sims craving, which is not good because I don't have time to play The Sims right now, so I hope this will help, you know, kinda chill it. Okay, so we clean like this. And, well, damn, I wish this is how it went in real life. Of course I have played a bit of this game before, we even made a Lotus Order episode of it. But yes, I wanted to tell you about the second channel because I have decided to face my failures a bit there. It's going to be... I have skill point, okay, later. It's going to be kind of a... from the heart kind of talking, you know, probably not going to be easy. I know what I have planned for it, but it feels like at some point it might just be worth it to face up to whatever you've done and whatever you have not done. I'm trying to keep it light, and I think I will be making one episode a week for 12 weeks, because that's how many episodes I have planned, and after that I'll see if it's any good. There is actually a DLC for this game, Garden Flipper, but I have been reading reviews and it's really not great. And also I am extremely broke right now, so I am not going to be spending money on this. I mean, I would have bought it for my mom for Christmas because she loved this game so much. Oh, that looks dirty, isn't it? But the reviews aren't great, so I'm not sure it's something I actually want to buy for her. Probably not. Maybe they will improve it. And then once they improve it, I will buy it for her. Maybe for her birthday or something. I mean, that's the thing with games nowadays. There is no such thing as a finished game. Wait, I was here to do something, right? Mount devices, right, because the boyfriend stole the radiators, but I like cleaning more than mounting radiators. So, well, who can blame me? It's such a pleasure to clean here. Okay, so, what? Oh, that's crouch. Okay, where is the store? It probably told me, but I did not actually read. Tablet tab. Is that it? No, we can get a perk in cleaning. What do we want? I think the map is kind of fine. I would like to see stuff because I'm a perfectionist. Okay, there is a store, so let's go for radiator. Is that it? I hope so. Yes, it seems to be it. See, when you play this game enough, then you may be able to even assemble a radiator, and then you try to do it and it turns out that it's actually filled with gas and it explodes in your face because this is not actually in Poland. Well, actually I don't know if our radiators are filled with gas. I'm just going by some sort of a silly gossip I have heard once. Maybe it's just warm water warmed up with gas. Actually, you know what? Sometimes the pipes that go by the wall make such a weird sound. I have a feeling there are rats walking inside them. Close the window. There's no need for neighbors to hear my conspiracy theories, but I have heard that rats can actually be going through pipes in the buildings, through the walls. Well, maybe they don't mean the pipes, but I don't know, is there water inside it or is this warm? I have no idea how radiators work. That's actually kind of pathetic. I'll have to research it. I've been watching a lot of documentaries lately, but apparently not... Is that how we do it? No, I think not. Complete the order, enter. Okay. What do you mean 99%? No? I do not agree. There is something that's not cleaned up, is there? I will have to find it. I am not okay with this. Maybe there's something under the sofa. No. So yes, basically I've been watching a lot of very interesting documentaries and I kind of felt smarter for a second before I started talking about radiators, and then I went back to the business as usual, feeling ignorant. There is just so much knowledge in the world. You cannot possibly get it all. You have to pick and choose, and well, to be honest, plumbing might not be my greatest passion. Where is this dirt? Dirt, on the other hand, as you can see, I'm extremely passionate about. Are you dirt? You're a little bit suspicious, but I don't think this is dirt. Where is the dirt? Must find it. There we go. There was something that like a ninja speck. So, if I could make that much money for just, you know, going there with a mop, huh, I wish. You get a lot of money in this game. It just makes you feel so good, and then you're back to reality and you're like, what? Oh my goodness, that's a phone with me. I'll pause and then stick it together. Alright, I'm back. Let's get back to cleaning and relaxing and talking about rat conspiracies. Fixing up your first house is so nice because it's such a bloody slum, and then you make it beautiful and then you sell it. Or you just live here forever and ever. But honestly, the best part of this game is this cleaning part and fixing things that are broken. I'm not that much of an interior designer to enjoy that much just, you know, designing houses that I'm going to sell. But a lot of this game is about cleaning and stuff, so it's great. My mom was always the one that loved to design, and I remember when I was little and the first time we played The Sims and the cheat code appeared for money, she was ecstatic because finally she could buy everything. And then you do it, and then you realize that it kind of takes away all the fun from the game. So every time she tries to play The Sims, well, she hasn't for a while, but it's been years that she's been, every time I had to just remind her how she broke her fun from the game, so she stops using the cheats. Because once you get all the money, then why even try to, you know, develop your Sims and stuff? It's not real life. there isn't that much to do with money. I wouldn't mind having a ton of money in real life. I would be making animal shelters left and right if I had a shit ton of money. Every now and then I just watch some video on YouTube from the organization called the Hope for Paws, and it makes me cry so much. They are rescuing animals from in India, I think they are. And the videos they make, my goodness, they will tug on your heartstrings like no tomorrow. If you like that kind of thing, then I definitely recommend Hope for Paws. It's great. What happened in this bathroom? It's so gross. Yes, the controls. Beautiful. Now it's perfect, right? And I'm a vampire. Is this dirt? It's dirt. No dirt allowed. What are you? I think that's just mold. Mold is allowed because we can't do anything about it. Okay, so what kind of jobs can we get here now? Also, all this crap, I don't like it. Can I sell it? I guess not. No, we don't have a selling tool yet. Okay. Mail. Cleaning the garage. Okay. I actually know all those. I mean, the first texts anyway, so whatever. It's not that interesting. I can pick up the car. Well, look at that. Strong man in the house. Let's just... Oh, I can't block... Oh no, I can block the entrance. None shall enter. Okay, is there anything to do in the house actually? Probably not. Nah, it's just the garage. Let's take out the junk. This reminds me of our real life trash disposal right now, because I know this might come as a great surprise to many people that are not from Poland, or I suppose Eastern Europe in general, but we have only recently started to segregate our garbage. And it's such a mess. Like, I have a picture that I took of our garbage bins outside a few days ago, because those geniuses did not actually put a paper garbage can outside. So there was one for plastics and all the plastics, metals and stuff like, I don't know, styrofoam, and there was one for glass. And that's basically it. So everyone, because before we also had one for paper, so everyone who actually gives a shit and wants to segregate their trash went there and saw that there is nowhere to put the paper. So there was like a huge pile of paper just lying underneath those cans because there is no place to put it elsewhere. We also have this trash chute in the building for all the stuff that doesn't fit in those containers. But you know, when you are trying to segregate and you're kind of, you know, determined to do it, and you go out there and you don't see it, so you just leave this trash there, like hoping that the people that come here will segregate it, but you know they won't. And it's been like this for months. Now we had 3 for plastics, 2 for glass, none for paper. And there was a long time where we had 1 for plastics, 3 for paper and 2 for glass. Like what? Plastics is the one that people have the most every time. So it was also ending up in piles of garbage just lying around, besides the garbage cans. Because there was literally nowhere to put it. The 3 paper bins, they were empty because nobody has that much paper. The glass bin, well fine, 1 is enough. But you cannot have just 1 plastic bin for God knows how many apartments. This is the neighborhood with a lot of very tall blocks. They are like 10 stories, you know, tall. And there is, how many? 6 apartments per story. And it's like 4 or 6 of those buildings for this one trash disposal place that is being emptied like once a week. dude, who is responsible for this? I'm sorry for, you know, stopping to play, but this is actually frustrating because I'm actually doing my best. I'm trying to segregate the stuff. I have half my hallway, which is really small, is like just bags of stuff, segregated trash sitting there because I want to try to do my part here. But there is no way you can. Because they just don't give you the option. I had this paper in the bag standing here for like 2 weeks because I was hoping that they will finally put the paper bin. Probably, you know, they would bring 3 of them and then there would be problem with plastics like usual, but at least I could take out my paper. I usually want to segregate paper the most because, you know, trees and stuff. Probably plastics are more important, but, you know, it's just kind of like trees, save the trees in my head. So I was actually keeping this in my apartment and they just wouldn't bring it. So after 2 weeks I finally went to take it out because I didn't have room for it at my place because, you know, the trash just keeps on piling up. And I went there and I saw a lady who was standing there with her, you know, Nordic jogging joysticks or whatever, however they are called, the things you walk with. And she was just looking at this whole thing with such disdain. I don't want to do amaranth walls, I did it for Mom. Is there nothing to clean? I wanna clean. 3-bedroom house, repairs and decorating. Clean and renovate the house. Can you please? Complete with crib, changing table and maybe some toys. Light pink room. Okay, they will tell us. So the lady was just standing there and she was looking at this whole thing with disgust because there was this pile of trash there that I have taken. I actually have a picture of it I've taken from my window. And we got into this whole big talk about how much it sucks and how irresponsible the company that's supposed to be taking good care of the trash is. And well, it's just like, it really makes you feel like you live in a backward place. And I live in the capital city here, okay? I live in Warsaw. So, I don't know, man. It's not like some kind of ass of nowhere village. But I suppose it doesn't matter, does it? Because what's the company's name that won this? Because I don't really know how they win the ability to be the one to be responsible for the trash disposal. I think the company is called Remondis right now. And they won some kind of, I don't know, auction. I don't know how it's called. And apparently they're just not ready to do this. So I wouldn't be extremely surprised if this was a result of some kind of nepotism or some shit. Like, you know, oh, my uncle works in the council about the garbage, so we will get this. And it doesn't matter that we don't have containers and we apparently don't have people and we have no idea what we are doing. But, you know, my uncle works there, so we will get it. So money. It's so frustrating. It is so frustrating. And I am not even the most, you know, environmentalist, angry kind of person. I do care about environment and I try to do my part, but I am definitely not an activist. And it gets to me. I do feel sorry for the people that are very engaged in it and who fight to make this better, and then this thing kind of happens. They are doing all they can to make people aware of the fact that we should definitely segregate our garbage, and then they do this. And I talked to the landlord here, or not the landlord, he's more of a super kind of person in our building, and he's an older dude, and a year ago or so he saw me just taking out different bags to the trash and, you know, a bag with some loose stuff, and he looked at me like, you know, they will just mix it all together anyway in the end. So that's what people feel about this. And when you see something like that, the kind of circus we have with those containers, I am not really surprised. I am ready to believe that he is actually right. Because if those dudes come and they see a mountain of garbage just piling under the things, what are they gonna do? They are not paid to segregate the trash that people have to leave underneath it. They will just chuck it into whichever container feels, you know, the closest, and they're going to call it a day. I mean, wouldn't you? Because I'm pretty sure pretty much everyone would do just that. I was supposed to be relaxing, trying to clean in a game, and now I'm just on a huge rant about the state of garbage disposal in Warsaw. Great. Well, at least here it's going to be clean. But we also have to do some nursery. Who needs babies? Babies are loud and babies stink. And you know, my thoughts immediately go to politics, but I'm not going to get into that because I don't need a higher blood pressure. I just don't. Am I even recording anything? I don't think I am. No, I actually was, apparently. It just doesn't show me for some reason. How's Flipper making NVIDIA recording ninja hiding away? Whatever. It's actually getting kind of... Well, maybe not late, but I'm kind of tired because I did not sleep a lot today. I woke up to watch the World's Championship on League of Legends, and then the team I was rooting for lost, and the other team I was, well, not quite rooting for, but like preferred it to win, also lost. So like, I hope tomorrow goes better, because it's not looking good for Europe so for now, and North America is already out. They've been out since groups. And you probably don't give a shit, because I don't think anyone who watches my channel actually plays or watches League of Legends. But you know, this task here, it just takes so much of my RAM memory. I have to talk about whatever comes to my mind, because I can't afford to spare any brain cells. No, of course I'm kidding. Where am I? This music is so chill as well. I do kind of want to return to the Skyrim Let's Play, but to do that, I have to not only remember what I was doing last time, I also have to check if everything works, because as far as I know, there were some updates to mods and something changed on the Nexus, and I don't know if the mod organizer will still be working. I hope it will, because I don't quite want to make another reinstall of it all. But I also have to find my notes for the gathering stuff, and it's not a game I can just, right now at least, after when I'm so out of the loop, I can just sit down and play, especially since it takes like half an hour to launch. Why is it leaving those? I need a better squeegee. Let's put a point in a better mob. I think that should help, because that definitely seems intended. It intends to make it harder for me. Good mob. Negotiation. Yeah, sure, let's take extra payment. So, is this gonna be better now? What do we have? Yeah, it's kind of better. Does it still leave the marks? I don't think it does, and it's wider, so there we go. No, it still leaves the marks, but that was good enough. Not quite happy about it, actually. You should be required to do this properly. Like in real life, washing windows is always such an undertaking for me. I actually heard a long time ago, that there was a problem with older ladies coming from the small towns, villages, to clean in big cities. And they would be cleaning on the skyscrapers, and they would not, well, maybe not skyscrapers because they don't have openable windows, right? But some very tall buildings. and they would be opening windows like they do in their little villages and towns, and they would be just, some of them would just fall off and die. I don't know if that's true or if that's some kind of an urban legend of sorts, but that's what I heard. Which is kind of sad, really. It's like when you're just behind with the technology and stuff, and you just have to face it, and you just can't because you don't follow it. I wonder if our generation here, that's so used to tech in general, if we will also fall behind and be confused by the new technology that comes, or if being constantly surrounded by the ever-changing technical landscape will actually prevent that from happening, and if we will be the generation that still follows it even when we are old. It's definitely a question. I sure hope I will. I don't plan on just ignoring technology, though I am already so behind on this social media stuff. Like I have never been to Instagram. I know it exists. I've seen memes and I've seen people talking about it, but I have so no interest in that. So I guess in a way I am already being the old fart that doesn't follow the trends. It's like, what do you even do there? You have those stories or whatever. I saw some of those stories on Facebook, which I also don't really use much aside of occasional chat with somebody, or, you know, posting a funny link to share. That's basically what I use Facebook for. And I already saw there are some of those stories or whatever, and I don't want to click it. I just turn them all off. What do I care? Some person I have talked to like 10 years ago once, they are now spamming my wall with their stories, and it's animated, so I can't even just take a look at it and know what's up. Go away with that crap. I don't know. Am I being a grumpy old woman already? Okay, what do we have to do here? We gotta paint this pastel pink. So, pastel pink walls. Okay, bye now. And nope. Hey, what am I doing? Stop it. Okay. We don't have any perks, so I will be actually painting over the painted stuff, I think. That's how it works, isn't it? And also just one at once, and I have to refill it all the time, because, you know, this is like an RPG. You get skills, you get better at this. Then you do like 4 of them at once. And you stop painting over the parts you have already painted on and all. Now we are level 1 scrub. I think the one that prevents you from painting over the painted surfaces is the most valuable, because then at least you know when you are done. Because right now I actually have no idea. Do they count as painted? Am I even making progress? Yeah, 15%. These are definitely not done. You cannot not relax playing this game. I actually like painting walls in real life too. My room is red now. I was not feeling great in that green. Oh, skill point, give it. What do we have? 25, you want paint on an already painted wall? Yes, please. And this cleaning. Yeah, most dirt. Yeah, okay. So that's going to be good. I mean, I don't care if you use less paint or whatever, it doesn't cost anything anymore. See, it stops painting now when it's done. It doesn't show me anymore. I will not be making another episode of House Flippers, so don't worry about not getting notifications about this. I just really haven't had a lot of time to play games recently. And when I do, I usually just play something that I can turn on, play for, I don't know, 20 minutes while listening to some kind of documentary or whatever. And then I go and do something else, try to work, or at least, you know, try to work, which isn't always working that great. And you know how it goes, right? Sometimes you just spend more time getting yourself to work than actually working, and it's such a waste of time, but your brain is like, no, I don't want to. And then you finally get to it and you just do it, and it was so not worth all of this brain fights, but your brain doesn't care, and the next day it's the same story again, and it just goes on and on and on. I don't know how to make my brain stop this, to be honest with you, because it's so annoying, honestly. But it's like, no, look, here we go again, the exact same thing we've done yesterday. I am going to say no, and you are going to try to force me to think, and I will not think until you spend 5 hours trying to make me and wasting our collective time. Isn't that great? Should probably go to some brain coaching to stop being so distracted by everything. Nope, that's not it. Or, you know, a few more years and I will finally learn how to deal with myself without wasting time on the way. Because I hate wasting time like that. The only good thing is that I actually try to, if I'm already struggling, you know, let's eat something or something, then I try to watch things that actually give me some useful or at least interesting knowledge, so that at the end of the day, when I finish my work at 5 in the morning, because I could not get to it before, you know, 12, then I can at least say that I have learned something in this day. Because when I was younger, there were times when I was just watching some kind of let's plays all day or something, because it was so fascinating. I mean, I'm sure it could still happen, but not in this... not that much, okay? What's still to do? I have a let's play that I'm watching I've been watching it for like 2 months already, because I'm trying not to slip into my old habits of watching useless crap. Those parts actually count. I don't know how it is in your country, but in Poland you usually don't paint over those. This is a Polish game, by the way. I am well aware of this, but they went full American. If you look at those sockets, this is not how our sockets look like. 95%, what's missing? Does this count? I'm gonna doubt it. No, it does does actually count. Those are full. In my room, those parts are also left white. And though I often like to be contrary, they are actually left white. Okay, so that was actually all. I did not miss anything, so let's sell this crap. And we have to buy a crib, and then we should be done, I think. Crib. There's just one crib to pick from. I'm going to buy a blue one. Don't terrorize little girls with all pink. Bookcase. Bookcase. Cow. Yellow. Let's make a gothic girl. This will... Hey, where did it go? This will be a good start into creating a little goth. Cabinet with changing table. Changing table. Black. No, blue fit better. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. You and your pink walls. I I will defeat you and your pink propaganda. Poof. Okay. Is there a black poof? No, but there is a blue one. Okay. Well, I should have bought many, right? We need 2 of them. Put this one here, and then let's try this again by now. Here we go. You can sit here and watch your gothic baby. Great. Sorry. Okay, we've done it. Yes, that's our home. Can I sell stuff already? Yes. Okay. Let's sell junk. Sell it. Gross. Ugly. Horrendous. There's dirt under this. Get it out. What? What? Phantom dirt. Also, I think this should actually be outside, shouldn't it? Okay, let's sell more crap. Everything goes. Everything goes. Well, this doesn't look... Oh, we can buy a new one. Sell it. Remove all the garbage. What are these sockets? Are they fine or are they broken? Nah, sell it! I don't trust them. Actually, sell the door as well. Sell the toilet. Sell all of this crap. It's all bad. Oh, I shouldn't have sold that probably. Or this. Yeah, let's keep that. Gross. Okay, gross. So can even sell the switch. Let's not. Okay, so oh, we cannot buy anything. We can buy paint. Well, fine. What do we have here? Walls, paint. What kind of color will we do here? Sleepy blue, ice blue, or go dark. Maybe let's go coffee with milk. It's so boring, but I just painted my room in real life or in an interesting color, so let's go boring in a game. Unless it will be too boring. We can make this part dark green, and then this, it will be like a forest. And we also have a skill point in painting, so yes, faster painting, thank you. Will this look good? Let's see. Paint, and let's see, heavy green by now. Or is that too on the nose? This forest theme. Maybe it could be nice, but maybe show some kind of a lighter brown kind of thing. Although it's a little bit of a shame that I can't yet buy it. I don't like this one. Sell it. And whoops. Paint. No, that would be boring. Faded lemon, maybe. Morning yellow. So maybe, should we go cold or warm? Like yellow, almond, or something like spring grass or morning yellow? Maybe let's try with bright peach. Something neutral so that it contrasts nicely. fine. I'm not the craziest about it, but it's not like we have every color. And it's so hard to pick matching colors. Sometimes when I was trying to decide on the paint for my room, it took me so long because here you don't have enough choice. In real life, you have so much choice. It's pretty much impossible because you say, I want a red room, and then you get like 50 red colors, and they are all pretty damn red, you know? Just a little bit different from each other. In the end, I went with something a little bit more on the purple side. A very warm red, but at first I wanted to do with the cold red with green stuff, because I had a green carpet and stuff. And then I was like looking at the paint, and then I finally picked it, and then it turned out that I picked some really expensive kind of company's paint. So I had to pick a different company's paint that's as similar to the one that I picked before. It was a whole thing. But I'm really happy I've done it. It was so much work because especially one of the walls is actually broken in some way. I don't know what's up, but when I started to paint it, it's just one wall, it's one of the smaller walls here. I started to paint it and everything started to come off it. Because it was a wet underpaint or whatever, and it just made the entire wall just flake off. And I was trying to scrub it off, and I didn't have the whatever grunting thing, so... And I didn't have time to just leave it there for God knows how long, because every single furniture was in the middle of my room and it was so difficult to live in here. So I just kind of made it however it worked, which is definitely not a perfect solution, but it kind of holds, you know, it kind of holds, but there will come a day when I will have to probably fix it in some way. Prevent the paint from accidentally flaking off if I just, you know, place whatever on it or touch it with water. It was disastrous because I thought I have already scraped everything off, and then I put on the paint and it started to come off again, and there was air coming inside of, I mean, like from under it, creating those bubbles. My goodness, it never happened before with any other wall. I have painted all the walls in this apartment already, and it never happened with any other wall, just this one slit, thin wall. And probably if I took a random thing to grunt it, like, well, background paint, whatever, then it would just make it worse, because I guess I would pick a random thing and then it would start to fall off, and everything would fall off even worse. Okay, so I kind of prefer it when the windows are white inside, I think. But maybe not... Let's not make them white, let's make them... Let's go with young flower bud. Here. So it's like bright, but not too bright. Not boring white. I really don't like white walls. Living in white walls is just... It feels like everything is unfinished and cold. Pleasant. That's alright. Here it will not fit. I wonder if anybody has survived this long. I wouldn't blame you if you just pieced out of here like 20 minutes ago. No hard feelings. I know you don't hear it if you're not here, but no hard feelings whatsoever. Light cream. This is the only choice we've got here for this. We want to keep on with the theme. Oh, the gross color. It's like dirty white. Not a fan. Definitely not a fan. Okay. And since I cannot actually buy anything, this will be it. Because that should be... Well, not just paint it over, like... You can paint these. I mean, you can paint over the... over the tiles, right? Yeah, you can. But I'm not sure that's the best idea. At least in real life it wouldn't be, so let's just pretend. it can't be done. I mean, there are actually paints where you can paint over the tiles, but I've seen it done and it doesn't look nice. Not at all. So I kind of sold the door and we can buy another door. So that's nice. Master of intellect. Though I guess you deserve to live with a house without doors if you can't actually go to the store, even though you just went to the store for a client. Okay, so crap! No! Why would you do this? Let's buy this again. Forgot about this one. I can't leave my house this way. It doesn't have to have doors or any sort of utilities or even a desk or a chair, but it sure as hell will have all the walls inside of it painted nicely. Okay. Cancel my laptop and quit and go to Bahamas. Okay, so that's kind of it. I guess it's a rain shelter more than a house right now. But you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. And with that, I will bid you farewell. If you're still here, then I remind you that if you want, you can go visit my second channel and listen to me talk more about my life and struggles in said life. And you know, it's a vlog, so I just sit there and talk, which is pretty much what I've been doing this entire episode anyway here. So if you're here, you probably wouldn't mind too much. Where is this dirt though? I'm gonna wash the sun. No, it's somewhere. Is this on this wall down here? Because it shows me that there is something here that's just not right. And I have to find it. Is it inside? Where is it? I mean, it shows like that, but the map is just not very trustworthy, is it? Dirt? Dirt? Where are you at? The roof is clean. Oh, we got it. There was something here, so this might be also in the grass. But it's more like here somewhere. Where is it? This grass is squeaky clean already. Where is this dirt thing? Is it on the window somewhere? Maybe it's on the windowsill from the inside? No? How is this possible? And if there's nothing in here, this is clean. But I have done this outside too and it was clean. Is it? No, it cannot be here. It's not even close. Oh, I hate when games do this to me. I was supposed to be finishing this already. And now I'm like, no, must find dirt. It's like right here, but it's not. Oh, okay. Got it. If there is anything else, it's hidden from my sight. And as we all know, out of sight, out of mind. So, I'll see you next time when I have time to play something, and maybe it will be Skyrim. Though, I don't know. I don't know what I want to play right now when I have time, to be honest. It's kind of a mystery to me. Well, we'll see. It changes by the day, and then I don't have time to play it anyway, so whatever. So I'll probably, if you want to see me, probably see you with the blog, because I'm trying to take that one a little bit more, well, seriously is one thing, but just, you know, it's a test of my perseverance and trying to do something weekly, you know. I will try to do that one weekly. I don't know if it will work, but I'll give it my best effort. So, goodbye.